Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, emotional, and mental health paradigm. We do that in a audio format as many times per week as we can, depending on my schedule. I run way too many ventures, which means my time is not always what I'd like it to be. But anyway, if you are looking for a way to kill depression, or at least a way to manage depression, there's research that says 1 in 4 people are dealing with depression, especially post-pandemic, and that 1 in 3 will deal with depression at some time in their lifetime. So, obviously, this is something that people need to kind of get into a habit of dealing with. Really basic things. There's 5 steps to kind of dealing with depression. The first is physical motion creates emotional change. So, when you are overwhelmed with an emotional core that isn't in your best interest, move. Physically move. Whether it's jumping jacks, hitting a punching bag to get rid of anger or sadness, or just going for a run, going for a walk, finding ways to change your scenery and surroundings, to maybe look at nature or to listen to music or find ways to get different stimulus. That is super important. When you change what you look at changes, to borrow a quote from Wayne Dyer. So, when you change what your body is doing, what goes into your mind changes as well. So, creating motion can create change. Next is prime yourself to be ready for positive change. Don't focus on things that are going badly. Not saying don't think about them, but don't allow them to become a dominant focus. When you're linking thoughts, which happen about 4 times every minute, become your dominant focus, you become more depressed by default. So, when you don't like the way you're thinking, literally try to find something different to focus on. Even if it's something as simple as creating a small meditation circle or space, just to create a difference in the energy and experience of the room, or creating something as simple as focusing on your breathing, or opening and closing your hand, or finding a way to go in a direction that is meaningful, you can get to a better place in that way. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's good or bad to be had with that. It doesn't necessarily mean that you ultimately are getting to a positive or negative place. It just means you've got to find a way to prime yourself to get where you want to be, wherever that happens to be. At some level, there is a nature of what you put into your body, what you put into your mind, and what you put into your spirit matters. So, reading and consuming content, and if you're not a reader, then audio content works as well, videos work as well, that will get you hopeful and positive and at least willing to look at the positivity that exists in the world is super important and is able to lead you in a direction that you want to go to. Ultimately, finding a way to understand that you have to consume new information in order to change your values and opinions is important. Monitor what you put into your body. Take time to hydrate, but also take time to make sure that healthy proteins are going into your body regularly and healthy antioxidants to build up the immune system and how the brain is working. Avoid things like alcohol and caffeine, especially if you're super sensitive. Avoid carbohydrates that make you sluggish if you're a person that is prone to depression. Watch how often you eat and how much you eat, because um, the length and nature of things can in fact change you in a negative way. Then the next thing is focus on improvement. If you, on a daily basis, try to find a way to improve yourself, even in a small manner, you will get to a better place within yourself. Ultimately, it doesn't necessarily matter what you're doing. It just matters that you're committed to doing something continually as you move forward. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you to keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.